To learn to live the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Click the bell notification. It's all free. So as I've been telling you for the last several days, our raccoon and possum problem has returned. Obviously a few months ago, maybe July, we had a problem with possums and raccoons, and so I bought a live trap and a trail cam to figure out what was going on, and I was able to catch a raccoon. Now, the bigger problem was I had a possum who was able to reach through the chicken wire and grab a wing of one of our meat birds here. So I've put hardware cloth here so they can't get through it anymore, and that's worked out perfectly. We haven't had any more problems. We haven't lost any more chickens from wildlife. A couple days after that, we didn't have a wildlife problem anymore. Trail cam wasn't picking up any issues. Well, then all of a sudden, I started getting holes in the yard. I could see them all over the place. They're right here. I mean, they're just everywhere. Right here. It was on the other side of the chicken run, though. So the trail cam didn't pick it up. Well, now these holes are everywhere. So I decided to set up the trail cam. Now I know what these holes are. They're armadillo holes. He's digging for ants. Now it's my understanding that you got to be careful with armadillos because they can carry leprosy. They're the only other animal other than humans that can carry leprosy. So I saw that in a survivalist show years ago. I thought it was very interesting. The guy was going to eat it, and his wife was with him. It was a man and wife survival show, and she was just panicked. So be careful with armadillos is my point. So we did catch that raccoon and didn't have any more issues. Well, the other day I showed you, we caught another raccoon. We took it down to the river. It's just been Noah's Ark here. Heck, you wonder if Sleeping Beauty has been here, you know, attracting all the animals and the 7 drawers. So yesterday we didn't catch anything because they knocked the trap over. I showed you that. And so they all ate all the cat food I was putting in there. Well, today I got a little bit more creative and I put bricks around it and on top of it so they couldn't knock it over. And sure enough, he walked into it. So I think there's only one more raccoon left because we got this one. This one looks even smaller than the first one. So he's a little shaky, a little bit more shaky than the last one, but still playful, curious. So we're gonna take him over to the conservation area this morning, and then I gotta butcher some more chickens today. The thing is, I'm glad I'm catching these on butcher day, because on cooking day, it would be very challenging to get that over there because I'm cooking at 6 o'clock in the morning. Of course, Carolyn could stay here, but she likes to go, and I feel so bad not being able to take her down the river. So it's just a preference thing. Obviously, we could take them. Now, I think one of the littles, I've showed you the littles before, I think one of them is crowing, so that means we got a rooster in there. So I got to figure out which one that is, and I think we're going to butcher him today too, try to balance out our meat. Americanas don't taste as good as the Cornish cross. They don't taste like chicken as much as the Cornish cross tastes like chicken. So we want to mix him in, if we can find him today. I want to mix him in with Cornish cross so it kind of dilutes the taste when we pressure can it. When you're carrying the raccoon up, make sure you keep that cage away from your leg. See how his paw's coming out through that cage? He can come out and get you. So be careful when you're carrying it. Okay, so I come back down to the conservation area like I have the last 2 times I've taken raccoons down here by the water, where they'll have plenty of water, plenty of food, and the relocation will be very smooth for them. Now, I want to point out that in many areas, relocation is illegal. And so you need to check your laws and ordinances before you do that. And the reason it is because it's possible that the raccoon or animal won't adapt to its new surroundings. So if you're taking it like from a city environment into the country environment, in the city, the raccoon gets all its food from the trash cans. But out in the country, they're going to have to do their hunting. So they're not going to be able to adapt. So what I'm doing is taking it from a country setting to a country setting that is even better than what they had. Because here they're going to have plenty of water. At my house, you know, they got that creek that only fills up after a hard rain. Here they're going to have all this water, lots of frogs and crickets and whatever they need, grasshoppers. Now I'm going to relocate this one, the same exact spot that I relocated the last one. So the last one ran into these bushes here and then up and around up into that area there. I would like for these two to hopefully meet up so they know each other, because a raccoon may not be accepted by a new family of raccoons. So if I can get this one to meet up with its friend, that'd be great. Now the one I did the first time, I put way down there. I'm not going to bring this one down there because that one's probably already relocated, you know, done whatever he's going to do. This is what I wanted to do all along, was get the family back together. All right, relax. Time to go. He didn't want to get out of there. I guess he was scared of me, that's why I walked away. This one ran up the same exact spot that the other one went to, so hopefully they'll meet up. It's only been 2 days since I let the last one go, so he went up in here. Okay, so I'm gonna start butchering the chickens. Now, of course, I'm not gonna show you the butchering process, but I'm gonna use my well house roof as the table again. It works out very well. I can stand right here. This is a plastic roofing material. You can buy them at Home Depot, or you can go back and watch my videos. I built my porch roof out of this also, but it's clear. So it's plastic, it cleans very easily. So I'm going to start the well pump up using the generator. So you can see here on my well house, I've made a gutter. What I did was I took one of these sheets and I wrapped it over. And so all the water collects inside that. You can see here, and it runs off to the other side. Maybe you can see it now. Okay, so I'm gonna grab one of these littles. He's a rooster, and so we want to get the roosters out of here. We don't need feed a bunch of roosters. The problem I'm having is I can't tell which one's which. I think it's this one right here. I got him. I think that's him. Okay, so this Americana is 6 or 8 months old. I don't remember which, doesn't matter. I weighed him up after I butchered him, weighed 2.4 pounds. In contrast, the meat chickens, the Cornish cross chickens, they're 10 weeks old, and they're weighing anywhere from 5 to 6 pounds. Although they eat about the same amount of food, in this, the 10 weeks are eating the same amount of food as the 8 weeks, you're getting more weight from the Cornish cross. Meat birds are pretty profitable. I looked it up today. You're saving about 80 cents per pound on the Cornish cross than what you would spend at the store. Okay, so I got a bucket full of chicken. A lot bigger than the KFC bucket. So that's 25 pounds, 25.4 pounds of chicken. We butchered 5 Cornish cross, and we butchered 1 Americana, which is still an adolescent. I mean, he wasn't full grown. I have to admit that he did get away from me, and he went down in the woods, so I had to go chicken hunting is what I did. Kind of like turkey hunting. He didn't run off too far. I just couldn't get him under the brush, because every time I would, he'd just dig deeper into the brush. But so I had to waste a shell, unfortunately, but we don't want to feed the rooster. So I feel like we've had a pretty productive day today. So we're down to 9 chickens left and 1 raccoon, and I think we got 1 possum left. Now I have heard that armadillos will attack chickens also, so I will spend as much time trying to get him as possible. I don't know if he'll actually go in the cage though, into the trap. But he doesn't seem interested in the chickens as it is, or me. Yesterday's video I showed you that he walked right by me, didn't even care. So tomorrow we'll can this up, and then we got 2 more days of butchering and 2 more days of canning, and then chicken meat season will be over. So I hope I can inspire you to have a productive day when you're living your dream. Thanks for watching.